how are y'all? Well, I'm going to make me some more muffins. Y'all know my love of muffins. And you can just create and do so many things with muffins, and they're so good in the morning with a cup of coffee, and sometimes I have them before I go to bed with a cup of coffee. If you don't like coffee, chocolate milk, hot chocolate, milk, hot tea, whatever you'd like. But I thank y'all for stopping by on my channel, and let's make some muffins. They're just a muffin that has a little of this and a little of that in it. And they are just so good. Alright, I have a stick of melted butter, a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of vanilla, a tablespoon of baking powder, and I have 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. Yes, that's an unusual ingredient, but it will make your muffins soft and fluffy, and they are so good to put this in your muffin mix. I have a 1/2 cup of coffee and a 1/2 cup of milk. And if you don't like milk, then just put a cup of, if you don't like coffee, just put a cup of milk. But you'll never know it's in here. I have a 1/2 cup of oil. Alright, let's get this all stirred up. You can really just add whatever you would like to. This is just a foolproof muffin recipe. I have had this and used it for years. And it's just, I just call it a coffee cup. Coffee muffins is what I call it. Alright, I have a 1/2 cup of coconut. And like I said, if you don't like that, don't put it in there. Now this is a little unusual, and I have a hard time sometimes finding it. This is orange flavored craisins. My goodness, they just give it the best flavor. I have a 1/2 cup of peanuts, and it's just whatever nuts, or if you don't want nuts, I have a cup of walnuts because that's what I had, and I just wanted to use it. And this just makes the best muffins. And then I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. Okay, there's 1, and here's 2. Now sometimes I put chocolate chips in it, and sometimes I don't. It really just, I guess it just depends on what I'm thinking that day. So I think I am going to put a few. I don't want a lot. I don't want to really take away from the healthy muffin, sort of, you know, and put a lot of chocolate chips. But if you like a lot of chocolate chips, then you just really cannot go wrong with this recipe. Alright, I think, let's see, I'm going to put, it's a little less than a 1/2 cup. That's all I want. And if you want more, then you by all means put all that you want. And I am going to come back and put a little bit more coffee. I want it a little bit thinner. I had this Duncan Hines iced coffee. Thought, well, I'll just use this. I came back and added a 1/2 cup. Move over. You know, it's funny. It really depends on the weather. And today it is really cool. And we had a lot of rain. And it's real funny. Some days that much milk and coffee is enough. And then other days you just, as you see, I had to add a little bit more. And this is one of these muffins. You give them to people, or someone comes over and you give them a muffin. Oh my gosh, I've never had a muffin like this before. It's kind of like that. It's just a real good muffin. And I like to put a lot of nuts in it. I just think the nuts just make it. Okay, I've got it sprayed real good, and I've got these deep muffin pans, and I just love these things. I'm gonna bake these on 350 for probably 30 minutes. Is probably what I'll do. I have the little muffin pans that makes just a regular muffin, but I really like these big ones. Okay, I've got them filled almost to the top. And I spray them real good. And there's so many nuts in here that every bite you take, you're going to get a nut, and I like that. You can put raisins, you could put oatmeal, anything you wanted to put in here. I think I'm going to have room for one more, I think. Well, I've got almost 12. Alright, let me get that in there. And I get it all. I don't want to waste anything. Alright, I'm going to put this in the oven on 350 for probably 30 minutes. These muffins, oh my goodness. They're so pretty. I hope y'all try these. Look at that. Just a little bit, just a little bit of everything in them. And they are so good. Well, I want us to try one. With all the nuts, the orange flavored craisins. And if you can't find the orange flavored, the regular craisins are good too. Oh y'all, these are so good. Well, thank y'all for being on my channel, and thank y'all for making muffins with me. And if you would, like and subscribe. Until the next video.